his couch. My couch.
Let the record show my couch is the best.
I don't know why I said badass. Like, I was say bad and say
It's like a bed. It's the most like a bed. One of my rings is getting a little too tight. Wow, look at my stone hair.
You might be pregnant.
I slipped up, thoughts I can't hide.
Good morning. I actually have no idea what time it is. I'm only up because I heard Rose up. Oh, it's not even 10 yet, so I think we're doing okay. I actually got ready today. Didn't bring you along. I used to be really good at that, and then lately, no. So, anyways, I actually put together for once at the beginning of the vlog, and I decided to film today because, one, I want to film like as much as I can, like at least once a week, but two, because I feel really sad and depressed. Really sad and depressed, and vlogging usually makes me feel better. So come join me and I will share with you what I do when I'm trying to push through this feeling. And honestly, like, this feeling is kind of coming out of nowhere because I have so far had a really great pregnancy, and nothing like circumstantial has really happened to make me feel this way. It's just something I deal with sometimes. So come join me. So we just made it to the park. Yes, we drive here. Yes, it's on the end of our block. I'm pregnant and we want to walk around the park, not just to the park and back. I only have like less than 20-minute walking capacity. I mean, if we go shopping or something, like, I push through, but yeah, our walks don't last. Have you ever actually done the thing with a buttercup before?
No.
I don't remember what it means.
What is that?
You put it under your chin and you see if it shines yellow. I don't remember.
Has anybody else ever done this?
The reason that kids use a buttercup to put it underneath their chin to see if it lights yellow, which I did it to Rose and it was the most yellow I've ever seen in my life, is it is definitive proof that someone likes butter.
What? What?
Yeah.
Who does this? Nobody else has done this.
Little kids.
What?
Hypnotized, I don't know why she got me feeling this way. She's got a way about her. She's got a way about her. And I'm mesmerized like every night by every word she'll say. She's got a way about her. She's got a way.
We're in the process of switching to recyclable toilet paper.
I'm against
it. We're gonna go to washcloths next.
What the? What? No.
Yeah, she doesn't know that she's got a hole. She's in kind of gravity, and she.
I try not to eat when I have these. It's so depressing. No, not really. It's fine. But dang. I want to eat, but I ate a muffin before we went on our walk, and I need to take my prenatal. So before I have a bagel and cream cheese, let's do this. Oh no, I didn't bring my water inside. Oh.
I think the water too.
And really quick before I get tired, we are going to pack my husband's lunch, and I just asked him to grab me some Tupperware because I didn't feel like bending over, but I do this for him probably every single day that he works, or like the day before, or sometimes I'll prepare like a bunch of lunches at one time so that we can go a few days without worrying about it. But most of the time, like, I have a bunch of stuff pre-made, like meal prepped at the beginning of the week, and then I can just grab from those the day before. Healthy snack box. We got an energy ball, a little bit of banana bread, some blackberries, and chocolate chips, dark chocolate. This banana bread I made came out horribly. It is very dense. Don't recommend. One thing that we are always trying to meal prep is healthy snack options, and I'm gonna be honest, like half the time they don't work out, but when they do, they become like our go-to staples that we make all the time. So it's fun to try new things, and I'm always down for it. Right here, I'm just packing up some rice and some meatballs that are in like a little sauce. And he really liked this, so I actually ended up making a bunch of meatballs and freezing them so that we can have them after I deliver. They're ready to go. I'm much further along now when I am recording this than I was while filming this. So it's good that we're starting to stock our freezer and we won't have to like worry about making everything from scratch or eating frozen food, which I really don't want to do after the birth. And then this is just a little healthy go-to snack that we absolutely love. We prefer doing sweet peppers rather than carrots with our hummus. And it's super easy. You can take the seeds out and like cut them into slices if you want, or just take the seeds out. But it's honestly not that necessary. I don't mind eating the seeds. I just don't eat the stem, obviously. And that's pretty much it. That's his lunch. I find that having distractions and purpose and actually doing things is what starts to make me not really feel better, but like forget about how I'm feeling, which in the end makes me feel better. So far that's what we're doing today. We're on the final episode of Survivor. Do you want to watch?
For sure.
We finished Survivor. It was an emotional roller coaster. If you're ever feeling depressed or sad and trying to get out of a slump, highly recommend watch very emotional things. For me, a really sad movie where I cry a lot actually does help me. Oh, what I want to say on Survivor really quick.
This one.
We were talking and I didn't get up to get my bagel even though I knew it was burning. So now this is the cuteness I get to eat.
Got me dizzy, head is spinning when she comes around. She's got a way about her. She's got a way about her. Yeah, she's the only thing that keeps me in this lonely town. She's got a way.
Honestly, it's so hard. Like, you could break a tooth on this. I'm waiting for a package to arrive, and look at this on Amazon. Like, it literally tells me how many stops away my package is, and I am the next stop. How am I supposed to be able to focus knowing these news?
She took me to the moon and we kept on going. Like the whole world stopped for her, but she couldn't get.
one thing I shouldn't drop on the ground. Probably the microphone. Cute! It matches our toaster oven. Yay! So when I lived in New York, I never had a microwave. We always just had the toaster oven. And then I moved in with Rose in Fort Lauderdale. When I lived in New York, he lived in Fort Lauderdale. We went between the two places. In Fort Lauderdale, he always had a microwave, as most people do. And when we moved here, we didn't have a microwave because it didn't come with one. And we just, the microwave at his place was his roommate's. And and for some reason it really hurts his soul to not have a microwave, so I got this. I told him we could get a microwave as long as it was not going to be very big and would somewhat match what I had. And I kept going back and forth. I actually was like, if we could get a small one that is this black, it's fine, or whatever, because some of our appliances are black. Like, we have the air fryer that we use all the time and whatever. But this was one of the smaller ones, so I got it. And it's so cute. Only thing with getting really cute appliances is they might not last. Even this toaster oven, I think, is the second one that me and my brother had. And I think we lived in our apartment for 3 years. So it's like maybe 4 years old at this point, probably 3 years old at this point. Oh no, it's the second one. So like 2 years old. It's still working. But it does have like a brown part like on the top of it, like that is like burning the top of it. I don't know. The quality is not there. But still I bought this.
2 hours later.
How much this light changes.
I am not being a good vlogger today, but honestly, I didn't do anything. I have been in here in my bed. I have my computer there, my phone there, my little pregnancy pillow, and I have just been bouncing between editing and watching YouTube pretty much the entire day. I did sit out here earlier in the day doing the exact same thing, and when I first got home, sat here and did the exact same thing. I usually, since I've moved here, so for 1 month, have been really on top of the housework, and honestly, like, our house is really clean right now, but Rose did some of the dishes earlier, and there's a little bit of a pile starting for me today, like 2 plates, but still, I have these pots over here on the stove, and those are from yesterday, and I don't normally leave them. Sorry, sometimes I just like see myself and I'm like, wait, why are you so big? Yeah, I gotta do that. I gotta do the dishes, and I have like 20 minutes until I have to go pick up Rose, so I really want to try to do that now. I did want this vlog to kind of be about mental health, because, you know, that's how I was feeling this morning. Oh my gosh, Fridge, the second I start to talk, you want to be loud. Okay, let's go in the other room. I just want to touch base on what I kind of do to get myself out of a funk when I wake up feeling really down, which honestly has not happened very much during my pregnancy. I haven't had too much anxiety or depression or like depression symptoms, but just like the last couple days have been a little bit rougher, and so yeah, that's why I wanted to talk today. So I kept it very like relaxed today, and honestly yesterday as well. Honestly, I feel like today I woke up pretty depressed because yesterday I took it too easy and I didn't accomplish the things that I wanted to. But today I really tried not to be hard on myself while also prioritizing the things that I had to get done. I still am working on a couple things. I did take a nap in the middle of the day because I just felt like I wasn't doing well and I wasn't focusing and I needed it. And since I am pregnant, I do, even when I'm not, I do this, but definitely when I'm pregnant, prioritizing, making sure that I'm eating enough, I feel like makes such a big difference. Even like today, I feel like because I've been feeling kind of down, I haven't prioritized eating enough. Also, meal prepping. I meal prep snacks and I feel like that's so important. Like I said, when I was talking about what I ate today, like I eat snacks a lot. I need them because I don't feel like cooking all the time and I need them in between my meals. So highly recommend. Make sure you have like snacky food on hand to compensate for when you're kind of feeling down, and drink enough water because I didn't drink that much water today and I feel like that's really hurting me because pretty much other than today I usually always have like a water bottle with me and I'm drinking it all throughout the day, refilling it probably like 10 times throughout the day. And yes, I have to use the restroom all the time because of it, but I would rather that than not feel good. And another thing that has been really important to me because of my pregnancy is along the same lines as eating enough, is just eating, like being thoughtful about what I'm eating, because I am actually, hopefully not anymore, but the last time I did blood work, which was a while now, I was severely anemic. So I had to have transfusions and do all the things, and I'm taking a lot of supplements and stuff so that I'm hopefully not anemic anymore. But also on top of that, I try to eat iron-rich foods throughout the day, consistently, constantly, and that really helps. Again, today I feel like I'm letting myself down and I need to make something really good for dinner, even though it's already a little late. That's okay. I'm pregnant. I don't care if I eat a little late. What else did I want to add? Ooh, something very random but positive that I've been doing that I feel like has really been like helping me stay present. I normally in the morning or like early afternoon, I will go through and do these daily meditations, and it's called 365 Days of Tao. And if you don't know very much about Taoism or Taoism, I highly recommend the Tao of Pooh. It's a beginner's guide to Taoism through the storylines of Winnie the Pooh. Highly recommend. I'm probably gonna go back and read it soon because I just really like the reminder of being present and not overthinking and all of those things. So I've really been liking just reading one of these a day, and I actually do it with my husband usually, and it just like pretty much takes like makes us stop for like 2 minutes and just like focus on this and then like move on. Like it's not like an earth-shattering thing or anything. We want to get back into like meditating. We used to do that together a lot when we lived in New York, and maybe doing like yoga that is okay for like pregnancy and stuff, just to, like stretch our bodies, because in the beginning of my pregnancy I was going to the gym a lot and that was making me feel so good. But we actually haven't been doing that. We've been going on walks instead, which is what we did this morning, which is awesome, but I feel like it's not enough. Like I need to be stretching out my body because you just kind of feel like a little bit like kinked up because it's so uncomfortable to sleep and stuff. Yeah, I wish my vlog was like more interesting and better, but like to be honest, like this is like a realistic day in the life of someone who's kind of having a down day. Like I don't really want to pick up the camera that much, and I'm not really doing anything interesting to pick up the camera for, and that's just how it goes sometimes. So I'm gonna get on those dishes and then I'm gonna have to go. So all that talk about having to do stuff before I picked my husband up from work, I don't know who I was talking to or what I was talking about. I am going to be late to pick him up. I have to rush. This is a huge dilemma right now. I'm dying. I'm so hungry. He's already eating, but I need sauce on my burrito, so I can't eat it while I drive.
I've sauced this burrito.
Oh my gosh, that's what a good husband does.
Sauce burritos? But is there enough sauce?
But it's too messy to eat while I drive. Oh, what I want to say on Survivor really quick. We went back and we watched season 24 after finishing season 41. Just because we've been watching on Hulu and they don't have any seasons past 41. So we decided to go back and watch an old one. And I've watched some before. Definitely a bunch of seasons before season 24 and like all of them after. But I just didn't remember this one, so we went back and watched it, and it's probably one of the most frustrating seasons that I've ever watched. But also it's interesting to go back and watch old seasons because they play so differently than in new seasons. Like in new seasons, everyone knows about Survivor. Like everyone on Survivor wants to be on Survivor because they love Survivor and they know Survivor and they understand the gameplay. And I feel like gameplay was starting to happen, like, you know, in season, like, when we're in that, like, seasons, the 20s of Survivor seasons. There's so many seasons. So, like, it's 2008. Like, people know about Survivor. There's already been, like, 22 seasons before, or 23 seasons before. People know about gameplay and all that, but they're still not playing. Like, most of them, like, in this season, there really was no one trying to manipulate and deceive, except for the person that won but like in a very subtle way. Like she was so subtle, and still I feel like there was risk that she wasn't gonna win because people were so emotionally bothered by everything, and it's just interesting. Also, there was just like the climate of like what was appropriate for people to say back then versus now, even though it's only like 20 years ago, is crazy. Like some of the people on the show are just so hard to deal with, like so hard to listen to and all of that. But it's very interesting. Highly recommend going back and watching some older seasons if you're a fan. I tried to watch season 1 again before. Season 1 and 2 and stuff are harder to watch because there's literally no gameplay happening. Like, and it's also shot completely differently. I do miss some of the challenges and stuff that they used to do. Like, what was that thing that we really liked that they did?
Oh, like the lottery.
The lottery?
When they have the money and they're like.
That's not the lottery. Stuff. That's called the auction.
Yeah.
Yeah, the auction. That's what it.
Yeah.
The lottery is completely different.
Yeah.
I like the auction. That's the thing I was thinking. And also their rewards. They used to have like more unique rewards. I feel like they've really like tamed back the rewards
More elaborate.
because they spend more time on like having more challenges and stuff.
It used to be more of an adventure. Now it's more game.
Yeah.
And they toned down they brought down the challenges a bit. They made them specific. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no huge challenge that could take 3 hours.
Yeah.
Most of the time this challenge is harder and harder and harder until somebody loses.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's working out for the best because I was so mad at this season. Season 26 or whatever, what is it? 20?
I think it was 24.
24. Kim won. It's so ridiculous, bro. The amount of fear that one person brought into these. The guys really let me down with that one. Like I just.
Oh, that was something really interesting about this season that I don't know if like has happened in any other seasons. I don't think it has in any that I've seen, where like they actually got all of the guys out. It was started out men versus women. Oh, and my favorite part about it is they started on one beach. Men versus women on one beach. So there was a lot of interesting dynamics happening there. But they actually were able to keep their like original alliance and get rid of all the guys. The last guy was voted out, I think, on the 6th when there were 6 people left. So the last 5 people standing were women, and out of those 5, 4 of them were agreed on the first day they would be in alliance together. So pretty impressive. And the last 3 that were together at the end were 3 women that on the first day said they would try to be final 3 together. So very impressive. Have not seen that before. So yeah. I don't know if that's smart. Like I would not play that way. I would not keep the 3 people that did every single move with me at the end.
That's the evolution of the game though.
But yeah, that's the evolution of the game.
Because people understand if this person is so great to work with me, they might decide to blindside me. You know, people. I feel like the way it was like let's just turn into a herd and just protect each other.
Yeah, like alliances mattered more. Like now alliances mean nothing.
Now,
people break alliances every day and no one cares.
Yeah, if you show that you have an idol and you try to like bully somebody, or like I have an idol, do what I want, blindside. If you try to like rough somebody up the wrong way, blindside. If you have like even if it's like an all women gender, if you look like you're too strategic, blindside. Literally.
Kim would have never lasted today.
Never.
Because it was very obvious what she was doing.
To Survivor, though, how great it keeps moving forward. Because now, first date, you say one thing that's a little too. Oh, you've been gone.
Strategic.
You've been gone for 10 minutes, getting water, blindside. You know.
Yeah.
More strategic, you know. But Kim won, and she was the apex of that season. You know, she was the calculated one. She was the one smiling and lying and making everybody feel like it's all good. She did her thing. These guys, all of them, gotta just they'll never recover from that.
No one came together. The guys were too divided too early on.
They were divided, but like it wasn't even like divided into sections. It was divided everybody for themselves, but nobody wants to talk to each other. It's a game, social experiment. Social. It says in the thing. Like, bro, the guys, not just the guys, by the way, because they were on one island. Literally, a stick separated them. They could have just like, hey, you girls, I like you guys. If we do merge, let's work together. That would have changed.
No one tried. Only one person tried to do that.
Yeah.
And he did it in a stupid way.
And then he
is not worth mentioning.
Yeah, he's not worth mentioning. Thank God he didn't win this one.